Hey, what's going on, guys? I brought 3 sets of speakers into the theater room. I'm going to be comparing 2 of them, but I wanted to bring all 3 of these in here just so you can see some size comparison. On the very outside, we've got the MartinLogan F200s. In the middle, we've got the Arendal Sound 1723 THX towers. And then we got the smaller version of the towers, the THX towers. Now tonight I'm getting ready to jump on a flight and head to Chicago to hang out with Scott Newby at his event tomorrow. But I wanted to put together this quick video just to give you some size comparisons. I'm not going to be talking about how they sound because I haven't connected any of these together in this dedicated theater room. Now when I get back from the trip, I do want to compare the F200s with the Arendal Sound 1723 towers. I won't be comparing the smaller ones because I did a previous video comparing the larger ones to the smaller ones, so you can check that out in the description below. Now when I do compare these, I'm going to do it the same way I did the 2 Arendal Sound. We'll be using the same amplification. These are monoblock amplifiers. The 2220, I believe, is the model number from Outlaw Audio. Be connected to my Marantz AV7706 as a processor. And when I listen and compare these 2 speakers, they'll both be in the exact same position. So I'll have to listen to a pair of them, then swap them out, move the other ones into that same location. Because if you were to compare, let's say, just like they are here, this speaker is going to interact with the room differently than this one, simply because it's placed in a different location physically in the room. So it's really not a good idea when you're doing A/B testing to switch, say, from here position to here position. Just not going to be very accurate. And so I just want to have fun with this, share with you my experience, but I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to bring you up close. Let's check out the size differences here. All right, so the first thing we notice is the height. They're pretty much about the same size. We've got the F200s on the right. They're probably a couple inches taller, but overall, in general, they're about the same size. So in the front, we've got 4 8-inch drivers on the Arendal Sound. And on the right with the F200s, we have 3 8-inch drivers. Now, of course, we've got entirely different tweeters. We've got a folded motion tweeter here. And then for the Arendal Sound, we've got a soft dome tweeter. Now, looking at the feet, the MartinLogans on the right have a much more robust system here. So you can twist this and raise and lower each height so you can make sure that this is completely level. This one's a little bit more, maybe not cumbersome, but you basically have to loosen that and then tighten that. So I definitely like this design here on the MartinLogan a little bit better. Now, one thing I definitely noticed when moving these around, this was much easier to move because this weighs about, I think, 86 pounds. These monsters weigh 111 pounds. And so I believe this is made out of MDF, which is medium density fiberboard, and this is HDF, which is high density fiberboard. So listen to this right here. I'll just get close and I'll do the wrap test on this one. You can hear this is much more dense material. Same thing on the sides. And then over here, just a different sound altogether. So my guess, this one may have more resonance than this because this is not as dense as the Arendal Sound, but we'll be able to check those out with some audible comparisons here in the near future. Now, looking at the rear of the speaker, you can see we've got really nice binding posts on both of these sets of speakers. Just love the styling on these as well as the build quality. Now, overall, I really enjoy the sound of both of these speakers, so I'm curious to see how they're going to sound when I put them in the same room and in the same exact location, connected to the same exact setup. Now, another main difference is their speaker grills, and I don't have a speaker grill for the Arendal Sound, but the ones for the MartinLogan, they're definitely just real thin plastic material with some fabric over the front, and they just snap in just like this. Versus the Arendal Sound, these are actually metallic. They're metal grills, and so if you've got like cats and things, potentially this could get scratched and dinged up and even broken, versus having a metal grill might be a better option. Now, I'm just really excited to have the opportunity to listen to both sets of speakers in my own home, in my own room, and be able to share my experience with you. And so I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think I'm going to hear between the differences of the Arendal 1723 towers and the F200s from MartinLogan? Let me know down in the comments below. Well, I've got to get ready for my daughter's graduation party tonight and then head on a flight to Chicago to hang out with Scott Newby and a bunch of friends tomorrow. And so I'm excited for that trip. So look for some content from that trip coming in the near future. Hope you guys have an incredible week. God bless, and we will catch you in the next video.